Hey guys, good evening from Melbourne, Australia. We just finished day one of Stock Smarts here in Melbourne. So to those who attended, hope you guys are enjoying and hope you guys learned a lot so that you can use your skills from the basics of investing to reach your goals of financial freedom so you get to live your life at your own terms. First of all, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors, Durant, Curry, Thompson, Green, and to everyone. Well deserved. To all the fans who've been following the Warriors, congratulations to you guys as well. It's been a very, very fun playoff series. So now, I want to answer a question that has been sent over and over this past week. Just to give you context, the market in general hasn't really shown signs of reversing. It hasn't really shown signs of where it could possibly go over the next days and weeks. And a lot of our kababayans, a lot of people who have been following and subscribing have been asking, since the market hasn't really shown signs of reversal yet, and you have cash, you have money, what could you do? What should be your battle plan and what should be your strategy with all of this happening? Isn't it interesting? Especially for you guys who have the buying power right now. Should you actually come in and should you actually start buying and walloping shares already? Here's the thing. I'll answer this from a three-pronged perspective. It's dependent if you are either an investor, a position trader, and a quick trader as well. So what does that have to do with everything? If you are an investor, you have to be definitely at this point in time that the market really hasn't shown any full signs of reversal. As a trader investor, your goal is to be very selective. If the market still hasn't shown signs of conviction, you can be selective in the stocks that you want to get into. What does that mean? What do I mean about that? You have to pick and filter out the stocks based on your watch list. So what does that mean? If you are an investor, your watch list should be very consistent with the stocks that have fit fundamental analysis, meaning especially for those who have attended the fundamental analysis session of Stock Smarts, your goal is to base it on what the financial ratios are showing. Is it actually still growing, liquid, cheap? And those that are growing, liquid, cheap, meaning stocks that have dropped, they are growing, liquid, cheap, and have a high earning capacity, still have an amazing story of growth. The next step that you need to check at is based on its ratios. Is it actually cheap already? Has it actually dropped to a point where it's significantly cheap? Please remember this. Do not be tempted just because the stock has dropped a certain amount, a certain percentage. It actually means it's cheap. Dropping in price and being lower is different from it being cheap. So you must be consistent that the only time you will buy it if you're an investor, if it's still growing, earning, consistent, and liquid and low debt, but at the end of the day, it has become very cheap. And that's where the patience comes in. Why? Even if you have cash and it's a good company, but it's not yet cheap, my suggestion to you, stay in the sidelines, wait, and use your cash when a strategic opportunity will come already where you can come in and start taking that chance to actually buy while it's lower. But if that hasn't happened yet, stay away, hold on to your shares, and wait for it until an opportunity comes where you can start buying already and buying at a good price. Your goal is to have as big of an upside as possible. Now, if you're a position trader, same thing. You need to be selective. There are some stocks that are reversing. As they have broken out of those resistances and they have got out of the downtrends already, by all means, start buying them already. Start positioning already. You have to remember, in a broad market, all of the stocks don't go up at the same time. There will be some stocks that are still progressing downward. There will be some stocks that haven't really shown signs of upward movement. So what does that mean? Stocks that have been reversing way ahead of the PSEI, buy them already, and that's where money is weighed. When people don't want to buy yet, you are the ones buying ahead, but you are not buying it just because you think it's cheap. You are buying it because based on the charts, based on what you are seeing, a reversal is eminently happening. Now lastly, if you're a quick trader, what should you do? Again, this will go back now to support and resistances. There are some stocks that are close to the support already. There are some stocks that are way close to the resistance. What does that mean? For stocks that are close to the resistance, stay away from them. Why? You can have an opportunity. There will be two battle plans there. If it breaks out of that resistance level, that's when you start buying. Yes, I know it's relatively higher since it broke out, but you're not buying it because it's relatively higher. You're buying it because it's now at the new support, because the stock has a larger upside as well. Now, second option, as it hits the resistance, it starts to retrace down. The temptation there is to buy it while it's going down. Do not buy it while it's going down. Your goal is to wait for it until it hits the level of support. As it hits the level of support, that's when you start buying. So now, which brings me to the next thing. If you're looking at the range, trading the range, look at the support. Where is the support level leading you? If there are stocks already at the support level, you have to remember, stocks hit the support level because there's a level of scariness. People have sold down the stock, and as people are relatively bearish about it, as long as it bounces above the support, as long as it hits the support and starts bouncing, keep on buying it and do not sell until it goes to the resistance. The only time you sell is when it goes up to the resistance and it fails to break out from that resistance level. It has to be consistent. Your goal, if you are a quick trader, is to buy as often as you can, as close to the support as possible, and sell and take profits at the resistance. And that's what's amazing about the stock market. It's just like basketball, that you need to have a specific set of rules and strategies that will push you and nudge you to go and buy and sell only when those parameters are set, only when things are executed based on what your plan is telling you. Now, what about stocks that are in downtrends? Again, even if you are a position trader, even if you are a quick trader, if a stock is breaking down and a stock is in a downtrend, by all means, no matter how cheap it is, avoid it. Stick to your plan, stick to your charts, stick to your technicals, stick to what your technique is telling you. And that's where money is made in the stock market, when you know what you are doing, when you follow a set and specific set of rules, that you don't have to be in the market all the time. You only have to be there when it counts the most. So that's what's amazing about the market. Do not let your emotions rule you. Do not let what you have, the fear or the greed, dictate how you're supposed to trade. Trade based on logic, trade based on technicals, invest based on fundamentals. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Marvin Guillermo from Melbourne, Australia. God bless you all. Hey guys, I thought the video was done, but I just wanted to share bits and pieces of my day. So we just finished the first session of Stock Smarts here in Melbourne. We have 2 more days here. We'll have Stock Smarts basics and fundamental analysis tomorrow, then another one, technical analysis, this Monday, where in Melbourne it's a holiday. So I've been to different parts of Sydney the past few years, and you know what's interesting? Melbourne has its own vibe, has its own uniqueness that I think is not in Sydney as well. Sydney is more of the business district. It's relatively busier. It's different from the vibe of the artsiness and the craftiness here in Melbourne, and it has its own interesting flavor to it, and that's what I like about it. No, it has, of course, I'm a big fan of coffee. For those who've been following the posts that I have even in social media, I love coffee so much. Anywhere in Australia, it's not just in Sydney, but anywhere in Australia, coffee is amazing. And I've been here for more than 24 hours, but I've had like 8 cups na yata or 9 cups of coffee already, tasting different types of coffee. Of course, steak is also amazing here, and just the warm receptions also of Filipinos that are here makes it even more warm, and I don't know, we're coming into, and that's what makes talking and speaking in Stock Smarts that's what makes this, I guess, worthwhile. Also, it's not just about teaching and imparting, but it's also seeing the culture, seeing what's different here, and trying to learn as much as I can so that I can, I don't know, improve myself as well, be good in different aspects, not just in life, career, but also in business, and also seeing what makes other countries good, what makes them great, what allows them, what gives them the ability to also prosper. And I encourage you guys, wherever you are in life, try to find ways to improve yourself, try to find ways also to grow, try to find ways also to do things that will expand yourself also. That life isn't just about earning money, but life is also about doing things that will make you grow and make a difference in the lives of other people as well. So that's it. I'll give you more updates on how my days would go, but I think while I'm here also in Melbourne, I'll try to make a combination of those learning videos from Stock Smarts, and then just sharing bits and pieces of my day as well, so that I don't know, somehow it encourages you and inspires you to also travel, see the world, do things also that will inspire you, motivate you to live life that like you've never lived before. So that's it. This is really the end of the video already. God bless you all. Have a great weekend ahead. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Marvin Gurmo from Melbourne, Australia. See you all again soon.